Hey everybody, hey all my Facebook Live family. So hi guys, those who are catching this via the replay, thank you so much. I always appreciate my replay viewers. You guys show me so much love, and I wanted to make sure that you know that you can still get copies of my book by going to bit.ly/press series. That's bit.ly/press series. And it is episode 33. I feel like that was the wrong number, but it's episode 33 of Speak Easy, where I tell you guys the behind the scenes of what it means to be a paid author or speaker and what it looks like behind the scenes, some of the things that have been going on. Now, you know, guys, I haven't been as active on social media this week because I've been doing some other things and moving and shaking all around. And of course, we got some goodies down here now. They done updated some things. So let's see which one. I like the one with the bow tie and the glasses, that part. So that's the one that I like. So hey guys, hey Kisha, hey Deidre, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for sharing out the broadcast. I definitely appreciate it. Hey Faye, thank you for coming in. And so literally it's been moving and shaking, even to the point where Speak Easy is about to be taking opportunities for you to be interviewed. Hey sis, there if you are an author or a speaker, you will have the opportunity to be interviewed on my platform here on Speak Easy. That will be on Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you go to bit.ly/Speak Easy podcast, you can join, you can sign up to be one of the speakers coming up for the next few months. And I am excited about that because I'm always engaging with so many different speakers and authors. Then I also have information coming up soon. I'm going to do an information call tonight for a telesummit that I am doing with some authors. So those of you who are authors in the group, listen. Exactly. Those of you who are authors who are on my social media sites, I appreciate you guys, and I'm super excited because guess what? Now you also get the opportunity to be on my platform as this telesummit that is coming up. There is a small registration fee for the telesummit, but you get your brand and your book in front of thousands of people because I have 5,000 friends with over 1,000 followers here on Facebook. That doesn't include the 2,000 plus people on my business page, as well as the people that are in my groups and on my other social media sites, as well as the video goes up on YouTube as well and can be shared from there. So bit.ly, hey Sharon, bit.ly/ oh my goodness, bit.ly/ Speak Easy Podcast. That's what it is. Speak Easy Podcast for you to sign up to be one of my special guests on Wednesdays or Fridays here on Speak Easy. Now, today is all about 6 things that you should always have on hand as a speaker/author. Now, some of these, it's one of the filters. I love it. I love this one. Some of the other ones were a little creepy, but I love this one. Hey, Pamela, how are you? I love this one. So literally 6 things that you need to have on hand as a speaker or an author. Hey, Michael, how are you? Number one, and these are like, some people are iffy about these. It depends, but I'm going to tell you why. So if you are an author, I have learned this over the years that you should always, thanks for sharing, Michael, you should always have books on hand. I learned that the hard way. I've literally come across people who have said, oh my goodness, I want to get your book. Like they're right in front of me. Like they just came up on happenstance. I've been at work and people have walked up on me and I've been talking to them about what it is that I do. And they say, oh my goodness, do you have a book with you? Hey, Harold. And so having books with you can make a difference. Hey, how are you? It can make a difference because definitely people will want to buy your book. People will want to invest in your book. But that also leads me to some of the other things that you should have on you as an author. Always, always have copies of your physical book on you. Now, I am going to put in this little disclaimer. Because of the rise of social media and technology, there are other ways that you can carry around an audiobook or an ebook in order to hand out to people as well. But you really got to look into those things because you want to make sure that you're doing it the correct way. But there's a little card that you can have your audiobook or your ebook uploaded to, and literally you can sell that and people can download it right from that card, or they go right to a link that is either on a card, a business card, or on a bookmark. There's ways that you can do it. This is secret sauce stuff, y'all. Thank you, Faye. This is secret sauce stuff, y'all. So, literally, there's other ways you can do it as well. But always make sure that you have copies of your book on hand. I'm going to tell you something. I've come across so many times, so many people, so many opportunities where I was live in person with somebody and I did not have my book. And I got the slap on the hands. I got one of them. I even did my first live interview and my books did not come in on time. So I only had like 5 books to sell. It was horrible, guys. I've learned so much along the way. Right, Harold? Harold knows. I've learned so much along the way. So literally, I had like 5 books on hand. Always, always, always have books on hand for people to be able to purchase. And if you need an ebook, bit.ly/press series to get the ebook copies of my books. They're only $2.99 for the ebooks. That's number 1, is always have your books on hand. Number 2 is bookmarks or business cards. Now, see, I'm so anti-business card. Like because I have so many of them and they just kind of clutter up and cloud up space, I don't really like business cards. But that's not to say that people don't still use business cards. Business cards still have a dominant place in society, in networking, because that's what people use. Hey, Devin, that's what people use. So me personally, I may not use business cards, but they still have like I said, they still have a dominant placement in networking. So you should always have business cards or bookmarks on you at all times. Now, this one is just a basic one, but it has, what does it have? It has my picture. It has my logo. It has my tagline. Thanks for sharing, Kisha. It has thanks, Harold, for sharing. It has my tagline, equipping women to define, accept, and use their unique voice. Boom, right there in their face, right? Plain and simple. What does she do? She equips women to find and define, accept, and use their unique voice. Boom. Hey, Tayana, how are you? Literally, it is right there for everybody to see as soon as they get the bookmark. Bookmarks do not cost a whole lot to get printed. You can find a local print shop. You can do them at Staples. I always show one of my sisters, one of the women in my communities, I always show hers. Like this one is a basic one. Like I said, this is basic. On the back, it has my books. It has my books. It has the QVC code, so that way people can just scan the code in order to take them right to my author's page. That's another thing, but we'll talk about that a little extra. I'll give you a little bit of extra stuff at the end of this broadcast. Hey, Hayward, how are you? And so literally it has my number at the bottom. It has my email address. They can take a picture of that and go right to my Author Central page, which is my page that has all of my books on Amazon. Great, right? And that's what it says on the front. It says my tagline. Bookmarks, I'm not really big on bookmarks, but like I said, bookmarks still have a place in the networking field. I can tell you why I'm not big on bookmarks. Why I'm not big on business cards is people hand out business cards on the regular. And so because so many people hand out business cards, it becomes like humdrum. Y'all know I can't do nothing average. Y'all know I can't do anything average. I can't do it how everybody else does it. It just doesn't work out that way, guys. I've tried it. But business cards, they seem to just kind of take up space. And a lot of times you forget, people don't get their picture on the business card, so you don't remember who the heck they are, what they look like. You get the business card, it goes into your wallet, and then at some point you empty out your wallet or your bag, and it finds its way somewhere else in the business card stratosphere. That's it. Not many times do you get phone calls from somebody getting your business card. As an author or a speaker, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to be honest. The percentage of you getting callbacks and getting people, referencing you from a business card now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Your book is a business card. This is more of a business card than an actual business card now because of how much society has changed. So your book is a business card. Your social media sites, it's a business card. Your Facebook business page is a business card. So if you would do a whole lot better with keeping up with those things than having business cards sometimes, depending on the atmosphere that you are in all the time. Hey, Kiara. Hey, Thea. So that's just how it is. That's your business card. It is. So, like I said, I like the bookmarks. And like I said, one of my sis, her name is Tandy Sultan. This is her bookmark. You don't have to have something as big as mine. I'm actually getting them redone. But she had hers, and what she did with hers was that when she launched her book, she had the book launch information. That was the name of the book, and it was available on Amazon. And then on the other side, really simple, had her picture and her name and her social media sites. And that's actually her logo. And so, right, really simple. Simple. Not anything too hard because, again, we don't want to confuse people. And we don't want to put too much in front of people because people will get confused. And they won't call. They won't respond. They won't reach out. They don't. And so that's number 2 is your bookmarks or your business cards. Number 3 is your elevator pitch. Now I did a course on my, it's in my store right now on how to do a pitch for yourself, but you need to always have an updated elevator pitch. Now, what does that mean? Hey, T-Free. Hey, bro. What does that mean? That means that literally you need to always have some way that you're pitching yourself, your products or your services, if the time calls for it. If somebody asks you, what do you do? And you have absolutely nothing to say, man, you've already missed an opportunity. You have, hey, Kim, hey, Thea, you've missed an opportunity. So stop missing opportunities because you don't have these key elements with you at all times. Your elevated pitch should be so like phenomenal that it just rolls off your tongue literally like water. Like water. Great day to you as well. Yeah, it should just roll off your tongue like water. If your elevator pitch does not roll off the tongue like water, you need to go back to the drawing board. And you're going to miss out on opportunities. You're going to miss out on money because your elevator pitch is boring. It doesn't say who you are. You want to give everybody a 9-page, rundown of what you've done in your whole entire life. That's not an elevator pitch. That's a balloon ride. That's a hot air balloon ride. That is not an elevator pitch. Hey, Jermaine, how are you? Thanks for sharing, T-Free. That's an elevator. It's not an elevator pitch. That is a hot air balloon ride because you pushing out all this hot air about everything that you've ever done. That's not an elevator pitch. Come now. So some of you have been doing these elevator pitches wrong. Eesh. I mean, all the way wrong. So bit.ly/speak loud. You can go to my store and get that. That's one of the products that's on there. And you'll see that some of the products got marked down for August because guess what? We going back to school. So y'all need to get back to this education. Hey, right, listen, it's the truth, Jermaine. You know it. Don't act like you don't know. You know it. It's the truth. That's a hot air balloon. Some people just want to talk just to talk. I ain't got time for all that. Elevator pitch should be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Boom, let's get to the moving. Hey, Wadia. Hey, how are you guys? Thank you guys for sharing the broadcast. And thank you so much for the reactions. Y'all like the glasses and bow tie? I'm using one of the filters here on Facebook today. Yeah, exactly. Vomiting out your mouth, everything and anything you've ever done. That's not how you build a community. That's not how you build a networking community. Listen. Oh, yes, right? I love it. And now, yes, Facebook has updated the features, and now you can request to be brought into the broadcast. Isn't that cool? Hey, Takia, you can request to be brought into the broadcast. That's like kind of hot, right? Mark is doing it up. Look, you got to pay attention, though. Mark is doing it up. He's putting some things together. He's doing some work behind the scenes. So that was number 3, is you got to have your elevator pitch. Number four is you got to have your PayPal swipe or your Square. Hey, Zakia. Hey. Listen, right? So I have a Square and I have a PayPal swipe. I have both accounts. Why? Because not everybody has PayPal. Can we be real? Can we get real right now? This is what being a business owner means. It means having multiple ways that people can pay you. People do not always bring cash. They don't. And so if you come in contact with somebody and they want to buy your book, do you have a means for them to buy it? If you come in contact with somebody and you're talking to them about a class or a program you have coming up, do you have a means for them to pay you right there on spot? PayPal, Square. I also use Gumroad. Gumroad does not have a swipe for it, but I use Gumroad, and Gumroad, they can easily use PayPal to pay, or they can use a credit card. There's multiple ways for you to, to access payments from your clients, your customers. But guess what? If you don't have something on hand with you, Now, granted, we're not saying that we're walking around trying to sell people on stuff at like 24/7, but it's always something that you can have in your bag, especially if you're at an event and you're networking. Listen. Oh, Kisha said, transparent moment, y'all. I struggle with my elevator pitch, so this is why I'm not confident in doing lives. Oh. Well, you know what, Kisha? We're going to bring you on. You stay right there. You stay right there. You go nowhere. You stay right there. Number 4, it was your swipe or your Square. Number 5 is you should always have your calendar. Now, that's either your calendar on your phone, or you should always have your planner with you. Why? Because if somebody wants to meet with you at a later time, you can go to your calendar on your phone or your planner and mark it down. I made the mistake of not having my planner on me or not having everything in my phone or my calendar and missed opportunities. Y'all know I'm transparent. Y'all know I'm real. I've missed opportunities before because simply because I did not have my planner on me. I did not have everything in my calendar. Everything should be updated in your calendar. One of the things that I use for doing my one-on-ones and things like that is Calendly. And I love using that because it updates right. Right, Terrence? Look, Terrence said, same here. You'll meet somebody. What if you meet Oprah and she asks you if you're available next week on Tuesday? Do you really know if you're available next week on Tuesday? I mean, a lot of times y'all say, oh, you're praying and hoping for these great opportunities to meet with people, these great opportunities to network and be on somebody's stage and do this and do that. But you don't even have your dates organized. Ooh. You don't even have your dates organized. And Zakia just said she uses Acuity. Hey, Tina, you don't even have your dates organized. Oh. Michael just said, I'd have to cancel everybody for Oprah and say, hey, listen. I'm going to be with Oprah. All y'all going to have to figure it out. But as you get as you get busier, you start having classes and doing other things and you're traveling, you really need to make sure that you have everything in your calendar. Yes, I have done that mistake. Hey, Tina, I have made that mistake on numerous occasions where I did not have everything in my calendar, and it cost me. It cost me. It cost me. Listen. Oh, that's right. Come on, Harold. Are you preparing for what you are, praying for? Are you preparing for what it is that you're praying for? Oftentimes, we're talking about wanting to be on this big platform. Are you really ready to be on a big platform? Hey, Anna, how are you, sis? Are you really ready to be on this big platform? I prayed for the things that I have going on right now. I prayed for those things. But guess what? That meant that I have to add people to my team. So I'm going from a 1-person team to about a 6-person team before the end of August. That meant that I had to be very strategic about what it is I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and who I'm connecting with. And that also meant that, guys, I can't be shy. I can't use shy as an excuse. I got to go for it. I got to move and shake. So these things help you with that moving and shaking, because if you always have them available, it makes it that much easier for you to connect with people. So number 5 was having that calendar. And then number 6 was you should always know what's next. Listen. Oh, I know that's right. Really? I know you better come on, and just by happenstance, you be in the right place at the right time. And look at that. Got a contract with Coca-Cola. Come on. You should always know what's next for you, what's next for your business, what's next in mind. Even if it's just a pie in the sky dream at the moment, you should always know what's next on your agenda, what's next on your list. Because guess what? A lot of times people are running around and they're saying, oh, I don't know what's next because, oh, man, I'm just trying to get through this. That is not how businesses run. That is not how entrepreneurs and CEOs, that's not how they think. I have already started mapping out my plan for 2018. Already started mapping out the plan for 2018. And those who are in my Reactivate Toolkit call, they know I've already been clamping down on what I'm doing for the end of 2017 and starting revving up for 2018 already, because I have to know what's coming next. If I don't know what's coming next, then you want to be in the moment and you want to be active in the moment, but I also have to be creating the next moment. Listen. I want to be active in the moment, but I always want to be creating the next moment. So I want to help you, Kisha. So I'm going to invite you, because I know how hard it is to come up with a pitch. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about that. So if you're able to, make sure your phone is in landscape so that way you can join in the broadcast. I wonder if you join in the broadcast if it puts the filter on you as well. That's interesting. We shall see, I guess. There she is. Hey sis. Hey Kisha. I know
Hi.
she like, oh my goodness, she just gonna
Trying to get into some light here.
I know you like, oh my goodness, she just
Trying to
gonna
get
bring
into
me
light.
on. Okay, so
No, it's okay.
when it comes to your pitch, what is it about doing your pitch that like makes you nervous? Is it that you're
Everything.
what do you mean everything?
Well, I mean, it's like because my mind is running a mile a minute when it comes down to what I do, because I have so many different ideas wrapped up. And to be real, I've been diagnosed for a long time with ADHD for about 2 years now. So I'm still on that little struggle road as far as when it comes down to certain things. So me trying to narrow down, I always have to use like some strategic ways to do that. So it's like when I'm saying what I do, I keep changing it because there's so many things that I know I'm good at. There's so many things that I know I do. There's so many ways I know I can help, but I don't know how to narrow that down. It's hard for me to narrow it down without help. Really narrowing it down to like that one message, and then I can bring that out and then take everything else and make that fall under what I do. But for me, it's like boom, 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 boom. All these things you do, you know how to do. Being excited about it, I don't know how to narrow it down. I just like you said, I'd be throwing up at the mouth when I be practicing.
Ah, okay.
So
Well,
I
so
won't
the
come
first
on.
thing would be, yeah,
You
you gotta
know?
niche it down. Definitely gotta niche
Yes.
it down. Michael just asked in the comments, what is it that you do in general? So,
I am a transformation.
oh, go ahead.
Huh? My niche is emotional healing. So I'm an emotional healing strategist, and I'm a certified transformation and life
Okay.
coach.
Okay. Okay. So when you think about that, hey, Queet, how are you, sis? When you think about that, there's a lot that can fall underneath that umbrella. So when I say
Right.
that, my tagline is equipping women to define, accept, and use their unique voice. For you, your target, what is it that you want to help them do?
Everything.
No.
No, but no, I know what you mean. That's just me. I'm just messing with y'all. Well, I usually go back to everything that I've done in my life, or maybe some things that I've accomplished, or the things that I find myself always talking about. Like I'm always at the beginning was working with women who, because I was sexually violated before. So at the beginning, I was wanted to speak to women. I really felt that that was my calling, to speak to women who had been raped before, which I know is a very, very sketchy topic for people to come out, and women to come out and want to, disclose things to you. So I know that's a little bit hard. That's pretty hard. But I felt that that was high in my heart to do so. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to work with those women who wasn't being authentic enough anymore, transparent. They wasn't being vulnerable. They felt that, that shame, that blame about it. But what I noticed with me is everything that I talk about is all about being authentic, transparent, and vulnerable. So I kind of came up with this tagline a little bit of being be
Yes,
beautiful
I
with the
love
U,
that.
YOU. Yes, but I spelled it different because I noticed I seen some people spelling it the same way, and I'm like you. I like to be a little more. I do like to be unique as well. So I had spelled it BEYOUTEEFULL. So, and with that, it equals to being vulnerable, being authentic, and it means being transparent. So that's pretty much what I want to bring, but I have to really narrow down that type of woman that I want to speak to, and I'm all over the place with people telling me, well, you can still talk to the people that's been, sexually abused before. You can do that. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't limit yourself. But then I'm just like, you got to have that one market, you master that, and then you move on. So I'm like, okay, so what is it? What is it? Like, you know, do I just talk to everybody, or I know I've been in this business long enough to know I am supposed to have one market.
Yeah, always best to start with the one market.
You know,
definitely. So
right, you know, so that's the thing. That's why I haven't did my group yet, because I have to know who I am speaking to be on the, you know, the clear side, so I can know who I'm trying to help.
So what I hear you saying is that you want to create authentic, transparent, I almost want to call them warriors who are victors over rape. And that's what I do doing.
What I do with that, a lot that I speak of in regards to that is helping them. What I know I'm good at is creating a new norm, because I had to do that with lupus. I had to create that new norm with ADHD, and every day I'm creating a new norm, because the illness that I have is very, very unpredictable. So I can wake up one morning and can't walk, and then the next day I'm fine. The next hours I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to plan, but you have to override all of that if you want to continue to move forward. So I do know how to create that new norm and help others to do that as well. But that would be up under the broader picture of what I'm trying to help them do. That would be how I help them to get to being authentic, transparent, and to that vulnerable moment. That's what I'm thinking.
I see that, definitely. Hey, Pam. And when you say all this, y'all basically seeing the behind the scenes of what I do with my discovery calls. And so when you say all of this, what are the products that you think that you want to start out with? I know some people, they're like, oh, I want to, you know, they're gung-ho. They're like, I want to speak on stages. Then you got other people that are like, I just want to write a book. I just get it.
Well, I love speaking. I'm not afraid to go in the public to do that, but I know I have to be, when certain things have to be in order for me to do that. You know, like I said, with my pitch, that's the only thing that keeps me from showing up. Otherwise, I would be a beast. I already know that. You know, I have over 60 videos in 2013 on YouTube. You know, I was a beast back then, but it wasn't where at that time where I was into the market that I'm into now, as far as, you know, being a life coach. I really didn't know what my calling was then. I was doing a lot of like network marketing. So with that, you kind of be all over the place. And that's just where I was if you saw my videos. You know, one day I was a network marketer, next day I was something else. So now that I'm in this field, I understand you only could be but a few things. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep changing everything who you are. You know, you have to know who you are. You know, and I already know who God created me to be, and I know I'm a very resilient person. So if I'm down for a while, I'm back up once I get better with no problem. But I've been down because the fact of it has nothing to do with sickness and nothing, me being afraid, shy. It's just that pitch. I don't feel comfortable going on, stumbling and talking too long, because it's just not right. It's whack. So I'm just not. You know, my pitch should be dope like me. You
Definitely.
know?
And I know I struggled with it for a while, because for me, it was like, okay, I kind of knew who I wanted to work with, but narrowing it down is always a hard task. That's just, you are definitely not alone in that one. Because for one thing is, we don't want to leave anybody out. We don't want to say that we're only helping these people, because then we're like, but what if somebody else comes along? Even if I narrow it down, which I've narrowed mine down to literally an age range, I know where she works, I know where she shops. But when you narrow it down to that specific, I'm talking directly to them. And that's the most amazing thing, because even when I get other people that'll come on, you know, that may not be in that particular demographic, they still come on because they heard something that they wanted. So what I want to have you to do is I'm going to have you to challenge yourself. I'm going to have you to, everything that you just said, I'm going to have you go back and rewatch this video and write down what it is that you said, because you basically said your pitch. You just have to narrow it down and critique it. You already said it. So you have that part.
Okay.
So you're going to go back and you're going to write that down, and then you're going to practice it. You're going to go live. You're going to talk about it. This is the thing with doing a pitch. And I tell my clients this all the time. Never think that you have to be perfect. You don't.
Right.
Because it'll change as you change. It'll change as you engage with your client and your audience. Because once you start engaging with your audience, you'll find out exactly what it is that they want from you. So in the beginning, if you don't have that audience right directly in front of you that you can gauge and that you can ask them questions, that's okay. You work with what you have, and then as you start getting feedback, that's how you critique it and mold it.
That's how you create it. And then the products that you asked me about in reference to that, because I didn't answer that. I have a book that I had wrote. Well, first of all, I was a co-author in a book called With Carla Wynn, Chocolate and Diamonds. I was in that. Yeah, I'm in that. And nobody would never know because I didn't even promote it. I didn't do much with it. Yeah, I know. So I already pretty much I kept complaining I don't have no product, but I actually do have a product. Secondly, I wrote a book in 2014, the first time I put it up, but I had to take it down because I was dealing with somebody that wasn't very good in the editing part, and I didn't know how important that was. I took it down twice, and then after that, I just left it. The book is done. It just needs some revising once I actually
and you signing up for class. Oh, we gonna get your butt all the way ready. You just wait.
Yep. Yeah. I have stuff. It's just getting in the right, get myself aligned with creating and getting it where it needs to be and getting in the right lane with it. Sometimes you feel like you're by yourself because everybody is saying that you just go on, just do this, do that. But I'm like, no, let me get some clarity because I am working with someone, but it's like I had been sick for a while. So I wasn't keeping up with it as far as the coaching. It was a program that I won, which was a blessing, a coaching. It was like 6 weeks. So I'm trying to get it together because I really need to show up because I know that there's people out there that need what I have.
So we gonna talk because you're gonna get your butt in class and we're gonna get that book back up by the end of this month.
Yes.
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 That's first thing. Secondly,
somebody wrote something.
Oh, wait, let's see. Right? Exactly. Look, she said, she telling you, come join us for Reactivate. Come on with the accountability call. Come on.
That look like Mike. What's that? Michael, he wrote a pitch for me. It looks like.
Hey, Nikisha. Hey, Rhea.
You reading it?
Listen. Oh, he said, I take your scars and help you to see that you are beautiful with authenticity. You better come on, Michael. That's why I love my community.
Yes, you better come through.
Transparency and vulnerability. I will guide you through the process to see a new normal. You better come on. That's why I love my community.
Hallelujah. You better come through.
I love it.
Yes.
Love it. On the spot. Boom.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And that fits all underneath all of my pillars. I got my pillars and everything aligned. It was just that pitch.
Girl, we gonna get you in class.
Thank you, Michael.
We gonna get you in class. We gonna get it together. Cause that book.
Yes, I need to be in class. Yes, that's it. Write the book
this month and get it on and pop. Yes.
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 Okay. Yes. Yes.
He said that was just his thoughts when he heard. When he heard what you say, hey, Solemn.
God bless him.
Yes.
And it's bit.ly / speak loud, write the book.
That is for people who haven't written a book at all, who are in the process. They're like, they have an idea. Hey, Nikisha, thanks for coming in.
Oh,
they haven't written a book at all. But no, we're going to get you in that accountability group.
Yeah, I got my professionally edited and everything.
They support you. Mm-hmm. They support each other. You'll get that book taken care of. Even if you need it There's a publisher in the
Okay.
group if you want to do it through a publisher, if you want to do it on your own, we give you the resources, but all of
Right.
that is in that community. It is.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll
yes,
definitely
ma'am, because
talk.
I'm like,
Thank you,
where is
Michael.
my
That's dope.
belt?
Yeah.
Got me over here looking
You
for
said
my
your
belt.
belt?
Get you on camera.
You know, with me, I know I had all of this under. I just wasn't, speaking out to the right, to some of the right people, and that's what
It
happens,
definitely does. You'll get in
So
contact with some
it's
people,
time.
and
Mm-hmm.
they give you fluff.
Right.
It happens. I've had people give me fluff. Yes.
Right.
I've
Right.
paid for fluff and
Right.
didn't know I was paying for fluff. Yeah.
Right. And it's just about getting that foundation right, because then you could just
Exactly.
run with it. And that's what I need to do.
Well, you got some homework.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Go copy down
Yeah,
what
I
Michael
know.
said.
Well, Michael would help me out a lot, because I might have to pay Michael for that.
Right? I'm gonna let you go copy down what Michael
Because
said.
it just rolled off his
and then
tongue.
I will send you the link for the class. Yeah, we're gonna get you in. We can get all that set.
Okay.
Get that working on and popping.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
you, Kisha.
Yes. Love you too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Guys, oh my goodness. Y'all see how the community works? I love it. I love it. I appreciate you guys so much. Michael was on point with that one, wasn't he? Oh my goodness. So I appreciate the community because, again, it's always about making sure that we help that next person to be able to do what it is that they want to do, what it is that they need to do to make it to that next level. And so that's it. That's, that what next, that having those 6 things. We said the books, the bookmarks and business cards, the elevator pitch, the PayPal or Swipe or Square, the calendar, and your what's next on your agenda, what's next on your list of things to mark off. Having those things will help put you in a position for success. And so with Kisha, she had some of the things that she needed, and then her what next was finding a pitch. Great. She's in a community where she can get exactly what it is she needs, and she can move forward. That's what it's about, is always being able to move forward and grow and support each other. And I'm excited about that. Yes, Deidre is working on her book. Her book will be out very soon. Hey, Alyssa. We got some things going on, y'all. We got things going on. So I appreciate you guys. Was there anybody else that had a live question that they wanted to give before I end out the broadcast for today? Again, those who are just joining, I am Altavis Pelzer. I am a professional speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. I currently have 5 books available on Amazon, 2 of which I co-authored and 3 that I published on my own. I have, I equip women to define, accept, and use their unique voice as an author or a speaker. I help them to move to that next level. And they do so, coming out of that shyness. They do so coming out of depression, coming out of domestic violence, coming out of molestation and abuse. Guys, what happened to you was not your end. It was not the end of your book. It was the end of a chapter. And I helped them to realize that, guess what? You can get paid from that chapter as well as from other things that you have endured. But the most important thing is that what you have to offer is a blood donation. And there is somebody somewhere that's waiting for a blood transfusion. Will you let them live or die? That's a decision that you have to make each and every day. So every day that you decide not to move, you're letting another person die. Every day that you decide not to move in your purpose, another person is not able to move in theirs. And so we have to realize just how much we contribute to this world. It's a lot, guys. It is. We contribute a lot. And so I'm appreciative of you guys. Who else? Somebody else joined into the broadcast. Who was that? Hey, Darlene. Hey, sis. Hey, Rosalind, how are you? And so I'll do a quick recap and let me know, guys, if anybody else wanted to be invited into the broadcast today while we are live for episode 33 of Speak Easy, where we give you the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. Today, it was all about 6 things that you should always have on hand as an author or a speaker, and that's books. Your books are basically your business card. If you don't understand that, then guys, you really want to catch that $10 deal that I'm doing for the month of August, bit.ly/speak loud. The name of the program is Write the Book in a Weekend, and it's literally $10. I give you the tips, tools, and resources for you to get the book done. And even if you don't get it done in a weekend, you can get it done in a short amount of time and get it published, taken care of. Who wants to say that they've published a book before the end of 2017? I know that I just had one client. She not only published one book that just came out today, the ebook version of it just released today, the paperback version released earlier this week, and that's bit.ly/masked darkness, but that released earlier this week and the ebook released today. But she made a statement earlier saying that, guess what, guys, not only does she have a book that's due to come out in October, but she'll have a second book that'll be out in September. So book number 1 came out in August, book number 2 is coming out in September, and book number 3 is coming out in October. Guys, that is fire. bit.ly/speak loud, and it is Write the Book in a Weekend. $10, guys. Y'all better get the book. Y'all better get the program. Y'all better get it. And then you get added into a group where you get some accountability, you get some support. That's what it's about. We're taking things to the next level, okay? Listen, we got things to do. Listen. Right, Darlene said she came into bricks. Listen, we got things to do. So the 6 things were your books, bookmarks, and business cards, which, you know, business cards have kind of been up, down when it comes to business cards, especially with things like Messenger and things like that. Elevator pitch. And we heard from Kisha, who was talking to us about, you know, one of the reasons that she felt like she was being held back was because she doesn't feel as though she had an elevator pitch. And we were able to help her define her elevator pitch, which she pretty much defined it herself, but we were able to help her put that together right here on air live. So if you missed that, you might want to go back and catch the replay. And thank you to everybody who has shared out the broadcast. Thank you for those reactions as well. I greatly appreciate it. And number 4 was your PayPal, your Swipe, your Square. You need to make sure that you have some way to take payments when you are on the go. If you don't have ways to take payments while you're on the go, then guys, you are leaving yourself to be doomed to you always having to have cash on you. But if your customer doesn't have cash, this is the way to go. You need to make sure that you have some way for them to be able to pay if they don't necessarily have cash on them at the time. And then with the bookmarks, I told you guys I have mine. It has my tagline on it. It has my phone number. It has my email on the back. It has my books as well as the code so they can go right to where all my books are located. Those are the 3 that are online that I published myself. This is the 4th one that is about to come out. And I have 2 other books on Amazon that I co-authored. So that part. And then I said a bookmark doesn't have to be that, you know, it doesn't have to have all that either. This woman here, her name is Sandy Salter. She actually published her book. And what she did was the book she was publishing was on one side, as well as the fact that it was available on Amazon. And then on the other side, she had her picture, her logo, and where you could find her on social media. So it doesn't have to be that traumatic. It really doesn't, guys. It really doesn't. And so your PayPal, your Swipe, and then we said with your calendar. And even some people in the comments made comments about how they didn't have their calendar up to date, or they didn't have everything in their calendar on their phone, and they missed out. You have some great ways to keep your calendar in sync. Acuity, Calendly, great opportunities for you to keep your calendar in sync, so that way you can always know what it is that you have going on. And that took me to number 6, was you should always know what's going on next. Guess what? If you had the opportunity to meet with Oprah and she said, "Great, I want to fly you out on Wednesday. What's on your calendar?" Or what do you have going on next? You should always be able to say, "I have another book coming out. I have a course that's coming out." Some of you, you're scheduling stuff last minute, so you're not prepared for that great opportunity. You always have to be ready and prepared for that great opportunity, because you never know when it's going to come, right? I never know when Oprah's going to find me, but I know she's gonna. I never know when she's going to find the unicorn, but I know at some point she will find the unicorn. And when she does, I'm going to be able to tell her what I have going on, what's next for me, and when I can meet her on my calendar, because I'll be excited. So you definitely want, again, like I said, you want to make sure that you know and understand that above and beyond. Yes, we definitely do love you, Kisha. Oh, Nikisha said, "This year marks 20 years for me as a cancer survivor." Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's time to write my book. Nikisha, let's go, sis. Let's get it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely get the program. Like I said, you get added into the private Facebook group as well, so that way you get the support that you need. Let's get that book done, sis. Because there's somebody else that's just been diagnosed with cancer, or who has the thought, the idea, they just found the lump that could possibly be cancer, that needs to know what you've been through. They definitely do. And then I have some other resources for you that could definitely help out as well. But let's get that done. Let's definitely get that done, sis. Because like I said, there's people that need us. What we have to offer is a blood donation. There's somebody somewhere with a that needs a blood transfusion. Will you let them live or die? Guys, we got people dying on our watch. Oh, shucks. I know that's right, Kisha. I'm going to go over after the broadcast and connect with you over on YouTube. It's time. It's time. It's time. Thank you, Deidre, for posting the link. Listen, exactly. That's it. Better walk through in them heels. Let's go. We got things to do, ladies. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Shalonda. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Thea, for sharing out the broadcast. Hey, Anita, how are you guys doing? So you guys are catching episode 33 of Speak Easy, where I give you the behind the scenes of what it means to be a speaker or an author. Today, we were talking about 6 things that you need. I just wrapped it up, but I am keeping it open just for a moment to see if there was any other questions for about the things that we talked about that you need to have on hand, or were there any other people that wanted to talk about some things where they might have blundered because they didn't have that on hand. Hey, Kanika. Hey, Frazier. How are you guys doing? Oh, you are so welcome. Hey, James. Thanks for sharing it out, Frazier. Hey, yes, indeed. Oh, it's one of the filters here on Facebook is the glasses and the bow tie. I think it's kind of cute, though, because I'm adorable. Maybe it's just me, but I'm adorable, so it's cute. So I talked about not having my calendar with me. I talked about not having my business card with me. I went to an event over the weekend and I forgot my bookmarks. Yes, I forgot my bookmarks. So I couldn't network the way that I wanted to. But I went to one event on Friday and I was able to network and share my business card, share my bookmark out. And share out my information. And then I went to the event on Saturday and I did not have my stuff with me. I completely forgot. But I am going to an event tomorrow, and guess what I will have with me? Yes, I will have my bookmarks with me when I go to Unicorn Quest. Unicorn Quest is an event going on in Northeast Maryland where the small businesses in the area are gathering up and literally having a whole unicorn themed event. What's on my logo? A unicorn. So I will be there with my books. I will be there with my bookmarks. And I will be there taking tons of pictures and eating tons of stuff, y'all, because they have all types of unicorn themed treats that will be there. And I'll be going live as well. That's from 11 to 2. So I'll be going live and sharing everything that's going on behind the scenes. Super excited. Yes, yes, yes. I kind of like it too. So I thank you guys. If there's no more questions, guys, if you do have any other questions after watching the replay, by all means, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. And I will come back and engage with you guys. You know I always come back and talk to you guys afterwards. So love you guys. Looking forward to talking to you guys again. And don't forget to press it out.